Hey folks, this is IOEther, and we're back playing some more War Thunder. So as you can see, this is my HE-111. I have 8 250 kilogram bombs, and I'm going to be trying to rake one of these convoys. I was hoping to start with those guys, but I aimed too high and overshot them. Oh well. This particular bomber is fast turning into one of my favorites. It's not my favorite, it's my second favorite bomber. And that's mostly because of my ability to do insane amounts of damage roll in it. Currently I have it equipped with 8 250-pound bombs, but you can actually equip this thing with 30 to 50 kilogram bombs. And that just means you can carpet bomb stretches of convoys. It comes down to not so much aiming as just blanketing a road with bombs and watching enemy tanks drive to their death, which is quite fun to watch actually. I was hoping to hit that convoy, but again, aim too high. So I could only drop one bomb on there because if I dropped a second bomb it would have missed. There wasn't a point in dropping a second bomb on that convoy. Okay. So now we're gonna get out of here and watch my pretty bombs fall. Each of those 720 experiences, that's a medium tank that I'm destroying. If you see 160 experience, that's just a regular AA gun or a truck or an artillery that I'm destroying. Generally, I'd like to kill the tanks, but the AA guns can fire back at me, which is kind of a problem. So they all really do need to die. You notice I'm dropping down lower, diving, that's the word. The reason I'm doing that is because each pass I want to be closer to the ground so I can make sure each pass is more accurate. We're losing by a pretty hefty number, so I gotta start making each of these bombs count. And unfortunately, I think I'm going just a tad fast here. I really want to drop a bomb on that corner and make the tanks fly into it. But no, that's not gonna happen. Also, now I have somebody on my tail. And whatever it is gonna start taking me out if I'm not careful. So just try and get my bombs away as fast as possible and maybe hit as many targets as possible. And I didn't mean to be upside down. So that was kind of cool. Now originally I was hoping to be able to rake some of these guys, but then of course I realized I have no nose gunner. Well, no, that's exactly not true. I have a nose gunner, however I do not control him. So he decides to fire when he wants to, which is generally not at things I want him to fire at. Ah crap, there's a PE-3 behind me. He's gonna dive on me, and if he lines me up, then I'm not gonna survive the barrage. I'm already way too heavily damaged to survive another barrage. Of course, just as I line up my shots to start, try and pump lead into him, he takes out my gunner. Isn't that always the way? And that was my rudder. And now I'm in trouble. Yeah. Sadly, that is my one and only bomber from the Germans. So, okay, I'm going to take out one of my fighter planes. This is my favorite of all my fighters by far. It's much more maneuverable than the others. It doesn't have as great a speed, but that's okay. I'll take the maneuverability over the speed. Unfortunately, this is a ground strike that we're losing, and I don't have any more bombers, so my only real option is to try and take as many of their bombers and other planes as possible. Now, originally I was going to go for that IL-2 down there, but there's a swordfish right there, and he can definitely take out a ship if he gets his torpedo away. So I need to make sure he does not get his torpedo away. Plus, he's an easy kill. Poor guy, never had a chance. Except now somebody's on my tail. Oh, go for it. Yeah, I'll go after him. No, never mind, I won't. He's way too fast. Next up, well, that Spitfire looks like a good target. And he's coming past me. And where's he going? Now, those bursts were because I actually thought he was going to do a head-on pass to me. And I wanted to get as much shooting done as possible before he hit me. As it turns out, he wasn't actually going to go past me, but that's okay. Still doing significant damage to him. Took out his elevators and his tail, he's going in. Now, who's next? Sorry for the swing around right there. That was just to check to make sure he was actually going in. Every once in a while I take out somebody and think they're dead and then watch them not die. That's always irritating. So the cooling system, I believe, is part of his engine, which means that he's not going to be able to push that plane as hard as he used to. Oh bother, there's 3 of them on me. Or 2 of them, sorry. One of them ducked with a Beaufighter. He's down there. There's definitely somebody on me. I do not want to do a head-to-head with a Beaufighter. That is just death. The X-7B though. I can have him. If, you know, I don't get shot by too many other people first. Oh, there's 3 of them in this mess, and one of me, and I think there's an ally in here too. Very hard to tell. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna make this. Oh. If I'd slowed down, maybe I could have pulled out of that. But, oh well. That pilot doesn't look very happy, does he? Okay, what's next? BF-110? I can take that. This thing is kind of a bomber. It actually probably is supposed to be a bomber, but it takes a while to earn the actual bombs on it. So for right now, it's just a heavy fighter. So our last 2 friendly units, I guess you'd call them, the tanks that we're trying to defend, are up here. That's what I just used them at to check. So I'm just going to basically fly over them and try and keep them alive. Because if we can keep these things alive, then we can still win this thing. That Yak 7's going down. The closest thing to our tanks is that Blenheim. And yeah, he's a threat, so I'm gonna go kill him. I probably should have let him go past a little bit more before I tried this move, but oh well. Took out his left flap. That's good, that should make it harder for him to turn. Oh good. Just one less guy in the fray. Oh. There's my flap. Oh, it's the Yak 7. Nope, it's not the Yak 7. Well, now I'm flying without any ailerons. This should be interesting. Trying to avoid friendlies and enemies alike. And let's go after the Spitfire. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, we lost. Great. Well, at least I'm not gonna crash. Top of the board for defeats always hurt. So I managed to kill 3 aircraft and 6 ground targets. Yay. But we still lost, because nobody else killed ground targets. Oh well. Let's see if we can do better in the next game. Okay. Rice patties. Again, a ground strike. This time I decided to equip the 32 50-kilogram bombs. This is gonna be fun. You might be able to tell I'm bored, because flying to the target location is not exactly intensive. It's very boring. And trying to line up the target is equally boring. And I just do random things with my plane while I'm trying to wait. Now I'm trying to line up on this first convoy to my right. And preferably I'd like to just drop bombs all the way up them. But I don't think I lined up quite correctly for that. Oh well. You notice that with 32 bombs I can just hit the spacebar anytime I want to and then drop a bomb. I've just carpeted an entire convoy and still have 22 bombs left. So tossing 3 at a bunker really is not a... Oh, there we go, start to kill stuff. Oh, there's a second convoy and I still have 17 bombs. Try and come in at a decent angle. And after I finish dropping on the second convoy, I still have 9 bombs left, so let's swing around and hit the first convoy again. And even though these are only 50-kilogram bombs, I started to notice how dangerous this is. Because anywhere I want to, I can just drop a bomb. Whether or not it actually hits the target really doesn't matter to me. I have enough of them that I can just throw them around like, you know, they're free. And since I'm flying back to friendly airspace, I can just watch this last bomb as it plummets towards the ground. Ooh, it's gonna land in somebody's driver's seat, isn't it? Oh, come on. It's a little bit off. We're losing. Seriously, I've killed 6 enemy vehicles, and we're losing. It's gonna be one of those games, isn't it? Oh well. I've just gotta get down a little bit lower, make sure that my next batch of bombs all count, and reload. I'm not gonna worry about those 2 guys beneath me. They're both bombers. Neither of them are gonna do anything again, you know, to kill me or hurt me.
I need cover!
Okay, gonna line up on the convoy again. My bombs are up just in time. And just gonna blanket the area one more time. You'll notice that I use the space between them as a distance reference for when I should stop bombing. As a general rule, if I drop a bomb on a lead truck in a convoy, it'll hit the 2nd or 3rd truck. So I generally use that distance to estimate where I should be dropping each bomb, so that each bomb is as close to the target as possible. Oh, bother, somebody shooting at me. See, the radar at the top was 11 ground strikes in a row, 11 ground win streak times 12. Yeah, so that's giving me a whole bunch of extra XP every time I do another ground strike streak. There we go. 5 guys dead and 6 guys, 7. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go back over them again and drop my last 5 bombs on somebody. And that whole convoy over there hasn't been touched, so I might as well see if I can just rake them, and that way each one of my bombs will count instead of, you know, maybe dropping 2 bombs on a single target if I was to continue on the course I was on. The problem with this is it's going to be a lot harder to line up, and I'm going to have to drop some altitude to line it up. Also, you notice that I'm not using my bomb view, I'm just using my normal view to drop the bombs. There's no point trying to get into the bomb view before I drop those bombs. And we are seriously losing this. You've got to be kidding me. Am I the only bomber out here doing any work? Now my nose guard's not opening up like I'd really like him to, but oh well. Yeah, not until I'm turning away from him. That's not helpful, mister. And this guy's gonna try and come in on me, so I need to get beneath him. Get my gunner go to work on him. 22 seconds. 22 seconds means I can't fly directly at them. I need to wiggle around a little bit. Kill some time. Okay, this is actually a really excellent bombing position. And bombs are up. Let's make each of these count. Probably shouldn't be diving doing this, but yeah, whatever. It's a good way to blow my wings off if I'm not careful. 22 strikes in a row. Ooh. See if we can extend that a little bit. 25. Yeah, 26 strikes in a row. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get out of this. So I dropped my last couple of bombs in hopes that one of them may have made contact with the plane tailing me. And maybe I could have taken him at the same time as he killed me. Oh well. Okay, well, let's get back to the fight. Seriously, we have 2 tanks left? You've got to be kidding me. Was no one else bothering to hit ground targets or something? Well, let's save this P3. Nope, that's much I can do against him. Might as well kill enemy bombers. One ground target left. I'm seriously gonna lose the game. I got a 26 ground win streak. That's the Catalina shooting at me as I overshoot it. And that's game over. You've gotta be kidding me. That's a 13k XP loss. Seriously? I finished a bunch of challenges, that's great. I get Hero Bomber, which I've never got before. Which, yeah. And I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, that was insane. 36 hits, 1 assist, 26 ground kills, and we lose. That was a heartbreaker for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hitting that like or subscribe button. Have a good night. IO Aether out.